Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Warhammer 3 Total War, our second episode. Today, instead of recording 2 episodes, what I've decided to do is record basically just 2 different episodes as one. So basically just instead of doing one thing, I'm doing another. That's about all. Yeah, that's about it. So hope you guys don't mind, and let's get into it. So, as of current, we're getting ready to attack Pox
Why do
March,
you pester?
and we're sort of getting ready to
Don't be a fool.
murder Jesse with our guy here.
Fix the hair.
Ideally, we would like to confederate Gorok, but obviously that's probably not going to happen just yet. But sometime in the next 2 hours, hopefully it will. So, let's get this done. So it looks like Jesse is going to retreat, which is fine by me. I cannot afford to join your war, sir. I do not have an army to deal with him.
Cleo Akbar. Unka.
Tehenauin sikal, zaralsik.
Occupy that. Extra gold and all. You're just gonna get skipped over, to be honest. And then for this guy, we might hire something. Maybe just some blessed Croxigors, most likely, just to give them a bit more oomph.
Shanix knew it.
But other than that, I think we're pretty much good. We have that one. We'll do that. And we'll just slowly get up to this.
Al-Zermar.
And take Thalax, it's pretty much just the altar.
I am denied.
And then with the Harkonnen
This
having his
smells
own
fishy.
internal settlement is about all we have to deal with then. I do not like entering a war against Chaos Demons, but we will have to. Retreat. Lucky he wasn't recruiting anything. And on our turn we should be able to move. Hold on. We are going to use an autosave because that was a mistake. hope you people do not mind. I would rather have to reset and redo the whole retreat action rather than, you know, have to fight, have to deal with that kind of mistake. Slightly further in, and we'll edge this guy onto the actual path. And we'll enter the war. We will retreat. Because hopefully, gameplay wise, and then we'll go to Blessed Spawnlings. We'll spawn ourselves some Proxy Gores. Begin with sacrifices to gain some additional blessed spawns. We'll get ourselves fireballs. 2 of them. So I think with them we actually stand a chance, so we will assault. We'll fight this manually. With all of our blessed spawnlings, we will pretty much just move everything over to where our army is going to come in, and we'll be using our flying units to bait out ammunition, hopefully. So it's going to require us to do a lot of microing, but it will be worth it. So he's unbreakable, which is awesome. So pretty much what we want to do is we want to hide literally everything possible. Can you not hide? No.
Tehenauin.
Okay. So pretty much what we are going to do is march him up. And there we go. But now that they're crumbling, which should pretty much be a cinch. Yep, and there we go.
Chalk on. See
I'm gonna fly these guys over here. Because methinks if I can get a good spot, it will be worth it. So we'll move them back now. They've done their damage. We can just get him over the wall. We've done our job. As of current, we've inflicted about 400 casualties on them. We'll move these guys probably around here.
So
Pretty much just going to use these guys as exactly what they are.
Slow.
Alright, and now... Do I have any other big units that are shock infantry sort of based? Not really. So right about now we pretty much just want to throw everything in. Be speeding this up a bit just purely to save us some resources. You can pretty much just see the result here. We're not probably going to win, but we're definitely going to cause them a lot of casualties. But there might still be a way called, I'm going to send this man to whoop some ass. Even if they've got bombardiers and gunners, that will still hurt them a lot. Go on, kill him. Even if it's just one more attack, that's all you need, really. Yep, and now you can get into the wider force. Because with her dead, the units have a lot lower morale. Definitely inflicted a lot of casualties here, it's just there's probably not enough. Because here's the thing, a lot of our units are very strong, it's just that they're also gonna get absolutely shredded by the amount of guns they have, because there is one thing that the Vampire Coast has a lot of, and it's guns. Guns everywhere. So really our only option is pretty much army losses. which we definitely are working towards, slowly. Because we can definitely still pull a win out of our hat, it's just going to be a tough one. So we'll max speed, and we'll just watch the battle play out, guys. Bit of a time lapse sort of thing. We'll try and move these guys forward. I mean, we've killed about half their army for about half of ours. So it's definitely a Pyrrhic victory, but we're definitely starting to pull ahead a bit, because you gotta remember, for them, each unit dead is just another blow to morale. So right about now is when we want to get those guys in melee. If I had noticed sooner, we probably could have used him a bit more. Pretty much just grinding through them all. That's all that's slowing us down. I'll have these guys walk back so they can recover. Actually, I'll just have them hold outside for a bit. Little rest outside. These guys have done a lot of damage. You can see here, they're just absolutely shredding. They've killed 300 zombies, which is pretty damn good, if you do say so myself. But right now we want to stop them from getting shredded by those guns, so we're just going to send them in. Just gonna pretty much have these guys dive around and go murder hobo everything. We'll also be moving these guys in finally, along with the skunk. So it's now at this point we've pretty much pulled ahead. It's just actually winning the battle now is the problem. I'll have those guys go up And then I will have these guys pretty much just stand here and shoot at everything. Looks like we should start winning soon. Because this should tank their morale. I mean, they don't have that much left in terms of units, but and there we go. We did finally lose, but frankly I'm not mad about it. Definitely a Pyrrhic victory, but I'm willing to take that over any loss any day. I mean, the Temple Guard were the definite hard carry there. I don't think we could have won if I didn't have them. They definitely just absolutely destroyed everything in sight. The main problem was just sheer numbers of guns. Like, just look at that. 500 kills on 1 unit is absurd. Because if you think about that, that's pretty much a fifth of their garrison.
Who are you?
Now with Luther Harkonnen, he won't be able to do too much.
tehenauin sikal. Blackskoksar. Kokitsanu. Shinikutaks.
But the good news is we have pulled off the win of the century, literally. I'm actually pretty happy with that. We will turn that on because we need to replenish our numbers. We are working on the blood shrine. Yeah, the only problem is saving up 5 grand for it. Give him Urson's Thunderbolt. But yeah, I genuinely am not that upset about our casualties because it could have been way, way worse. And we've just crippled Luther Harkonnen's probably last main military force. He does appear to have raised some undead. What's the map like? Which means our campaign isn't quite over against him yet. We lack any towers, so pretty much what we're going to do for this one is pretty much just charge. We've learned that sitting still is not ideal, so we're literally just gonna advance. I'll have one of them target that, one of them target that, and one of them target that, but other than that, we're pretty much just gonna charge forward, do what little damage we can here. We'll see if we can rout them. I'm not sure if we'll be able to, but we'll try. I mean, casualty-wise, we've definitely caught them. Probably weren't expecting to lose 400 or so that rapidly, but we definitely weren't going to win. So we just sort of went with do as much damage as possible. We didn't quite kill 400, disappointing, but you know. I mean, we lost 400. That's got to count for something. We haven't been able to develop our economy at all due to Luther. The question is what he will choose to do. Being an AI, he will most likely choose Occupy. Oh no, he's going to go back for round 2. So I'm guessing he tried to sack the settlement, paid a cost, and then is now going to try again. We'll fight the battle again. We'll lose the battle again. But we'll inflict as much damage as possible because now his army is more damaged. Different plan this time though. We're going to hide in the forest. So we're pretty much just going to sit in the trees and let him come to us. And when he does come to us, we should have a bit of a closer range to him. Which will mean we can ambush him, sort of. retreat deeper into the forest. I mean, it's official, we've hurt his army more than he's hurt us. Now we just gotta shake up Luther Harkonnen and do as much damage as possible before he routs us. So we're pretty much just gonna keep on attacking even as he routs us. We'll just relaunch in. The more we do damage-wise to him, the more likely he is to start crumbling, and if he starts crumbling, we win. We just flat out win. So even if he kills all of us, we'll cripple him as much as humanly possible. Pretty much our game plan is there's 200 of us, there's one of him. Change that into a Valiant, so even though we lost to Luther mainly, he is pretty much out of an army. He's lost his entire army. Some of that will come back due to vampiric stuff, but other than that, we have pretty much left him without one, which is pretty gnarly. And we still have 100 troops left. Which means he might not even be able to want to occupy the city. Yeah. Pretty sure he just sacked it twice in a row. Probably out of spite at losing his entire army, to be honest, but you know.
tehenauin sikal. Vortek.
And there we go. That's his entire army just absolutely annihilated. So now we get the growth building in.
Flicks the hair. Hello. Isaac.
And come next turn, we will be fine and dandy. Because since this is Luther Harkonnen's last fighting force, it means basically once he's dead, he has no way to recruit a new lord, which means his faction ceases to exist. Which is our game plan. So we're pretty much just gonna upgrade him all the way. And that should be good. And other than that, we'll build that up. So let's end our turn here. I mean, I have no doubt Luthum will probably occupy... Oh no, he's not gonna do it. Okay. It looks like he's pretty much just gonna sit and wait it out, which is kind of nice of him. Makes my life nice and simple.
Shilishar.
Because the moment I can, I will demobilize myself a bit.
It's our skulltaker.
So now, since we've beaten him, we're pretty much just gonna get rid of him temporarily and save ourselves a big chunk of cash. I mean, there was no doubt that that Croxagore was very useful to us, but unfortunately, we just needed to demobilize the economy and save ourselves the gold. So we can actually afford the economy to build up. Looks like he is doing skulltaker things and just absolutely shredding us across Lustria, which is a minor problem. Just a minor one. I'll get to dealing with him shortly. Ooh. Yes, please.
I cannot go there. Do not flee. You jam with stone. You old god. Der Herr Jockey Biggie. Retuk us quasur.
I'll
Retuk
keep
us
the skink chief. And then we will demobilize some of these Saurus warriors and the skink. Because Itza is very worth us taking. Because it is a major hub of the lizardmen. So be getting rid of that. And that. God damn, the AI builds horrendously. And that should cover us, I want to say. I mean, pretty much the threat of him on the border should be enough, but... we'll leave it as is. We'll also issue a warning. Because they are raiding our lands, and I do not like them raiding our lands. So personally what I'm going to be doing is pretty much chucking these guys back into Itza just to hold it from
Only corn can command.
Skulltaker. So you can see here we need to hold 60 settlements and pretty much the Copper Coast, or the Copper Desert, Isthmus Coast, jungles, Piranha Swamps, Turtle Islands. So we don't need all of Lustria, we just need a large chunk of it, which pretty much at that point you might as well conquer all of Lustria. So we're just pretty much gonna kill him, march up north, find Hexawaddle, peace out with Hexawaddle, and that should cover it. We're now going to be taking that -40 debuff to relations, but overall that should be fine. So for those wondering, Ripification Crystal, where are you? Uses 7 is pretty much just free healing for the Lizardmen. It's one of our few healing units, so it's a pretty strong unit, and it'll be very good here in Itza, where we can just slowly build this up. even see here what that gives us. This will allow us to eventually get the Drought Dreadsarian and the Feral Dreadsarian, so it's pretty handy. We'll definitely need to do that to strengthen it, because it looks like this has basically just become our center point. But point is, we've warned Rakarth, if he doesn't back off, we'll murk him, and we'll do it pretty damn easily. Ideally, I'd like to focus on one war at a time and build up our economy while we're doing it, but we may not get the chance. And of course there is Ikit Claw, probably sailed all the way from the old world, purely because I'm at war with him because of the war with the Skaven.
tehenauin sikal. Kibar jantul.
I'll definitely have to murk him. I have to do enough damage to him that he kind of just decides it's not worth it.
Duck low!
Definitely upgrading that one. Then we'll get ourselves one at each of those, and I'll save the space on that one and do that one. I'll deal with Rakarth in a bit. But pretty much you can see here, we want to just camp Itza, turn it into a fortress. Because Lord knows that's not going to happen on its own. Also most likely have to take our Dwarven allies' former land and just sweep up the coast, because usually what happens in Lustria is Hexawaddle, Skulltakers and Rakarth are pretty much the only ones left standing and battle it out. He's just kind of inactive. Everything else usually gets crushed. But because of what we've done, obviously, that's changed. Once we're done to Sotek manifesting, we'll definitely want to get our thing going. So I'll get Jungle Swarm, just gives us an extra ability. And then we'll probably want to replenish our skin pool a little bit. That gives us 2. And we'll get the rest of our sacrifices from our coming battle with Ikit and Skulltaker. Now naturally they probably weren't expecting us to just come immediately over and say hi, but
Saltsik litaksa.
Gordok.
I mean, if he expects me to just sit here and let him, I'm not gonna. Yeah, we'll just... I'll take the L1 and the hero kick too, because... A, it restores more income. B... Gorok gets to be even more badass. Having less recruitment costs on him isn't too bad. Inspiring presence isn't the worst outcome either. So pretty much we want to upgrade him into the menace that is known as Gorok and just go full yellow line, full murder monster. That is the game plan for him. And eventually we'll give him Croak as well, because they've got to be a pairing. There is just no small way about it. It's like, you can't have one without the other, in my mind. And for 2 red skinks, they're willing to give me that entire Skaven army. And I do not feel like dealing with warp fire throwers, so... And besides, I can just recruit another 2 immediate. So, what does... Ah, it gives us more research rate. That's always nice. I'm gonna finish him off because he's a problem. I'd rather take the hit to my numbers now and actually get rid of him than, you know, have him come back later and go, "Hi, how are ya? I'm here to smite your..." You get the point. I'll get 2 Saurus Warriors shields to replace our casualties with Gorok. He is a skink chief, so he's pretty much just murder machine. So we'll get him that one as well. So we'll definitely want to start building up the geomatic web, because obviously the higher it goes, the more we have available. More buffs and stuff I can dish out to myself, and that is always nice. Get ourselves a blood shrine there as well. And then over here we will get ourselves Blessed Temple Guard, because holy cow, those guys were insane. So I'll sacrifice 2 stacks to that to get ourselves some additional spawning tokens and all of that. We'll change that out then, because that's a growth building and a trade building. So you can literally see us here. We've pretty much removed all threats to us locally. Pretty much the only thing we need to do now is A, retake the sacred pools. Hold on. Yeah, you can see here that's just gonna be a not a good chance to win, and I don't want to risk it with such a depleted army from this guy. Like I said, guys, if you want to name a unit, drop it down in the comments. We will rename units. You can see us, the ability here. So I know I'm not that big yet, but who knows, I'd love to build a community. Looking at building a bit of just a gaming community to come hang out, so if you're interested, let me know. We'll be creating a Discord shortly for that, so Lord Croak is here. He is going to be a pain to rescue, so we're not gonna. At least not yet. I love my homeboy Lord Croak, but goddamn is he a pain. We are missing a skink nest here, so we can't actually recruit our ranged units, so we will do that.
Croissant. Yes.
Corruption is gone. And we still remain a very strong faction. Pretty much the game plan is going to be 2 armies here, 1 marches to Sacred Pools, 1 marches to Waka, so on and so forth. Split up, carve up this territory very quickly, and we will basically just sit on the defensive till we're ready. Then back down here we will obviously upgrade this soon. Because we'll want our magic attack Croxagors and regular attack Croxagors. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, intern. We'll take the more recruitment costs. And ward save is bloody amazing because for Gorok, pretty much what you want to do with Gorok is you just want to stack his ward save as much as possible. So 18% ward save. What that means is any type of damage reduced. He's got a physical resistance of 68, all of that, so the higher we stack that, the more of a monster he just becomes. He got the Shield of Aeons and his mace, which is awesome, because it's made our life a hell of a lot easier. Now, regarding our guy, we'll do that. And because we can afford it, we will spawn in 2 Temple Guard and give Gorok an extra tough army. And before we actually build anything, we will sink some money down over here. And recruit him some chameleons to use.
Shanix knew it.
We will want to more than likely do that and just stack our guys up.
It's a qua, it's a nuet.
Joseph, Polk Zuaka.
So now we can summon him, and we've got access to those, which is always nice.
House. Joker.
Because pretty much our game plan is this guy's just going to march for 2 turns, occupy the sacred pools. Gorok, he'll march up that way. Because I'm kind of half confident in the defenses I have in place, but I'm not confident enough to fight Rakath yet. Just yet. And we've got a Doom Engineer, great. Love seeing these guys.
This won't work.
Pretty much means that Skaven Blight is out of enemies, so they're just going to keep shipping stuff down to us, which is naturally a problem.
It's a Tasude.
Pretty much as ready as we can get. Hopefully we don't see another Skaven Blight army that'll cause us to have to turn around back to the Pox Swamp.
Jimnikar. Shini Kutax.
Take records. More attack.
And what banner is this the Jaguar standard. Put it on one of them. Yep, that is about what I expected to happen. Actually, we'll dismantle you for a growth building.
Flicks the hair. Shantul Baru.
The fact that Doom Engineer didn't move there was the problem for me mentally. I was like, huh. I don't trust it. I don't think there is anything better for Gorok. Yeah, that's pretty much the best one for him because it gives him extra HP and melee ability, which is whew, spicy. At least for him. And then we'll just upgrade all of that till he is a true menace to society. We get ourselves a skink there. And an additional income structure here. Our economy is sort of still recovering from all the early game armies we had to put on. But other than that, we've overall done pretty well. We can take about that and that. We should be good. Just checking how long I've been running for.
Tehenauin sikal. Agdestraxu ganiata sarankachak.
He's like, I've lost settlements. Let's make peace. Not until I secure at least 2 provinces from you. That'll probably be where I draw my line. Oh, damn. 2 full stacks have appeared. Probably used a right or something to re-strengthen himself so he could actually fight me. Which is a minor inconvenience. Actually, no, that's my own strength next to heroes.
Sautek kikulu. Karangani. Saraltsik.
We'll quickly occupy that. Because the idea here is we basically just want to ensure he cannot make a comeback for us.
Dogs! Hopcha, Cosma!
Milkar Nuit Tuts Baru Silly Quick-Tax.
There. So basically we want to take the Piranha Swamp and the Guanj Valley before, and if we're still doing good we might take the Serpent Jungle as well while we're at it.
It's a nuet.
Corazón.
Drogzo, hui me.
Because Gorok is basically a blunt force instrument. That's pretty much what we want to use him for. He's a blunt force instrument. We want him to be a blunt force instrument. At rank 20 he gets another 5% ward save, which means he reduces all damage by 24%, and if we can get him the Sword of Cain, he just wins at that point. He just wins. There is no 2 cents about that. He just becomes such a problem to kill that you just won't kill him. It's a pain to admit, but Gorok just kinda aura farms. He just exists, and the enemy won't. He is one of those lords that is just too strong, probably, in melee. His sole purpose is he exists to cause problems, and he does a pretty damn good job at that, to be honest. I've gotten a stolen loot event. I'm not even sure what DLC gives you those, but apparently I get them. I mean, I always appreciate extra money.
Pizzata sute.
I'll put that in, and we'll demolish the
Saltsik
walls.
litaksa. Gorshak.
Occupy.
Sarte, Zulkrosa.
Okay, so that's going to be multiple turns of us moving about.
To do.
This is us upgrading our legendary hero. We'll give him Wind Blast as well now.
Alzermar.
And we're nearly fully conquering all of this. He's losing to Slanesh, which means the mask is still alive. Somewhere. Korn must be so disappointed in the Skulltaker right about now. Whereas, like, really? Really? You had to fall to Slanesh? Slanesh and the lizards. Cannot believe this. You're my champion. What the hell? That's what Korn would be saying. At least I imagine. They would probably be a lot angrier. Or he would just be happy because he does not care where the blood flows, even if it's from his own men. Finally, we can get the Baron's Blade. This is something I have wanted for days.
Hulk! Visa, you bottle!
Ready.
skulltaker's back, and Gorok is sitting here like, I want the smoke. Give me the smoke. We probably could have won that battle a lot easier, but yeah. I will recruit one additional guy to replace our casualty. He has that. So we'll give him the Baron Blade.
Tehenauin sikal. Alzeranka.
So we've pretty much speed blitzed the skulltaker into submission, which is, I think, a tad bit funny, but quickly upgrade that. We've pretty much completed our main objective via a series of confederations. Like I said, this would probably be a shorter campaign, purely because of how absolutely busted the lizardmen are when it comes to fighting, and how absolutely busted they are when it comes to just speed blitzing and taking over chunks of the map with confederations and violence. So I'm not sure if this campaign will last that long. It definitely won't be lasting nearly as long as Mother Ostankia, but that's more because with Mother Ostankia I was kind of forced to take a more slow approach, whereas with this one it's kind of the opposite. I can speed blitz my way to victory.
It's a nuet. Richard Dux.
I mean, I'd be a fool to not just attack. Ooh, that's a minor mistake. Oh well. Gorok should survive a battle if he gets attacked, so I'm not too worried. It's more just that he's going to have slightly less units to take over his area with, which is fine. Because he should be able to get there, yeah, next turn. Because I also accidentally just took him out of in-camp stance, so next turn we'll just take Flaxen with everything. Then I'll put one of them into in-camp stance and the other to march up. I'm seeing that Skulltaker probably abandoned the north to fighting Slaanesh because of the new update, how strong they are compared to him. So, but that is the way of things, so... Because pretty much we're just going to be able to take entire things. And it looks like they want us to buy all their stuff before they leave.
Dario!
Sikal! Dorga!
I did not mean to auto-resolve that. Oh well. Gorok is just wounded. That's fine.
Kill anyone who touches!
Goritsanu!
Just means that I'll have a slightly easier decisive over here.
You only delay your destruction.
We'll dissolve both of those. And temporarily I will recruit.
Source Q.
Where is he? There he is. This guy to fill the gap that Gorok left. And he will just recruit. We'll go 4 of them, 2 of them, 4 of them. I think that's a pretty good army for short notice recruitment. Well, actually, we'll speed this process up a bit, so spend 3 turns recruiting them. Then we'll recruit 4 of them, 2 of them, and that should cover us for a small temporary army.
No! Only God!
Delaxon was taken. So now once we take that and that, we've secured basically 2 full provinces. And then all that's left is them and the masks. And we will go finish off the mask just to rid ourselves of chaos up here. And then from there it'll just be... hopefully Hexawaddle's up there. I hope. If not, that will be a minor problem. But we'll achieve Hegemon status shortly.
Submit to me.
I can't do diplomacy with them, so I'm just basically stuck in that perpetual war, and I don't feel like I think our win condition this time, because there's no real story win condition for us. There's kind of just destroy these 3 clans, occupy 30 settlements, and then long victory, take back all of southern Lustria, and northern Lustria, which frankly is pretty easy to do. So game plan is just gonna be take the entire southern basically the equivalent of South America and go from there. So we'll end our turn, we'll get our massive recruitment surge. Apologies. Been getting a lot of that stolen loot lately.
Shanix Nuet. Chantuluba.
I will probably give this guy some regiments of renown shortly.
Retalkzu, Huini.
Zaltik litaksa. Fees you bother.
For now though, we'll need that one. But first we will get ourselves a minor recruitment hub going. Get a growth building here because the downside is obviously there is no natural growth settlements that I can build up, so we pretty much just want to take and occupy the last bits of skulltaker territory. We probably won't want to go to war again for a bit, just recover our actual army strength.
Corn is my only master.
Zaltik kikulu.
And we'll also probably perform... Why not? We'll perform the big sacrifice and we'll use it in an actual battle. We'll use it in Galaxa, most likely. Just because we can. Or we'll also use it over here. We'll fight 2 physical battles out.
Skink, Sikai.
Huini kiku nuatata.
Skulltaker's like, peace out, bro. You've murdered me. I have been out-murdered. And I'm like, nah. Because pretty much if we're at war with someone in Lustria, we just want to continue the war. We just want to fully take them down. No questions asked, just on-site murder, which... in all fairness, we do not want her anymore. We got the one thing we did want.
Kiwe, Kiku. Garitax.
There, that gives him a pretty big army.
Itzata sute.
We'll go ahead and use our invocation of Sotek in a bit, in a manual battle. Because why the hell not? Oh yeah, that guy. He just spawns a thing. Pretty much just gonna sit back here because whilst we could probably just engage them openly, I can't. I want to see that Sotek spell. Let's see if it was worth the 1,000 people we gave to it. Pretty much Khorne's going to be forced to come to us because he's a Khorne army. He can't really do much else. There's no skirmish phase for him. So pretty much what we're gonna do is goddamn. That thing just shredded those guys. Okay. So it didn't kill them, it just destroyed most of their HP. I mean, I'm just willing to throw these guys in right about now. Riding a ripidactyl, so that thing just loves to shred in melee. So we're pretty much now just gonna run things down a bit, just because we can. Yeah, that Sotek spell though. I think that was worth it. Just quietly between you and I. Definitely helped that his bloodletters were pretty much most of their health was gone, which meant the moment they engaged with us, it was just immediate crumble, death. So, even though it got 0 kills, it just physically weakened them so damn much that it was so worth it. I think that was an amazing spell, really. Amazing damage value, to be honest. It's probably a waste to use it on that, actually, but, you know. We'll probably make our final battle for the episode, this extended one, at least, over here. Just because I do need to go do some other minor things today, so if you guys don't mind with that, I would appreciate it. So just absolute, I don't know how to describe what that was. That was just a massacre. Gained even more stolen loot. We've pissed off our own kind, apparently. We'll lay siege for now. They'll either come outside those walls or I will break them down. It really does not matter to me. I'll recruit 2 Revivification Crystal. Actually, I'll recruit 1 of that and 1 Solar Engine. That can be my recruitment into that army. Ideally, we want to have enough gold to maintain about 4 armies, just for sheer territory size.
Kotazak.
Because once we take this city, actually, I think we can probably win on our own. So we'll go ahead and just attack. Why not? We've got the big Sotek spell. They've got 3 Blood Reapers. It's probably going, well, we have 3 heroes, you don't, blah, 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 blah. That's probably the only reason that's become overvalued. They really don't have any ranged combat. So we're pretty much just going to go over here where we went last time. And pretty much just do the exact same thing. Sit inside of a tower's blind spot. And then get them.
Tehenauin. Attack!
Sword as it's.
Let me just make sure. Nearly left these guys all the way over there. Yeah, they literally just, unlike the vampire accounts who could literally outshoot us, I don't really have to worry about that.
Sumas Lisa. Gora. So Texas.
I want you guys to just absolutely annihilate the followers of Gorn. Go ahead and speed through. Because we may not be inflicting very many casualties, but as you can see, now I get to do this. They're more likely to rout, but that's fine. Pretty much we just want to lure as many corn people over to here as possible. And there it goes. Ooh, snake. Send in melee, boys. Doesn't matter if you're out, just do a little bit of damage. That's what I'm happy with. You go ahead and break that down with your homeboy. But what I might also do go ahead and fast forward again. You guys can just go ahead and retreat off the map. Pretty much losing 1-to-1 casualties, which isn't great. It's probably because this is the skulltaker himself, so... And goddamn did he just lose all of his HP. Okay. So Skulltaker is an execution concept lord, so pretty much what will happen is if he gets within range now of those two, they can actually just be one shot. He is proving my point as to why he is just an absolute problem. Pretty much our aim now is just kill Skulltaker. He is way too much of a problem. He has killed 100 of my soldiers. If we can kill him, we win. So... with him out of the way, I'll probably get these guys to retreat. Starting to see why this was a Valiant, just purely on the Skulltaker's account alone. You guys can go ahead and retreat. You're not going to be of any use to us like this. An actual skin cohort though, now that is something I can use. I have to call it a draw because it looks like they suffered army losses at the same time we did, apparently. So, or we just ran out of time on the clock. But the good news is Skulltaker is no more. That is a pain I did not need to deal with today. pretty much our game plan now is just going to be retreat, sit in camp stance, and chill. Our army is way too beat up for this. But we've hurt the main army that was inside the settlement, so if we can hurt them a little bit more... We'll retreat for now, sit in camp stance, and just chill. But now we've hurt them enough.
Tehenauin sikal.
Washamix.
We lost like nearly all of our regiments of renown, so... For now we're just gonna sit back and end our turn. I think once we have about 2 turns of recovery, we'll be fine. Because we did cause a wall breach. And once you cause one wall breach, it's easy to cause another one. So, pretty much our game plan is just gonna be recovery. Because you can see here, if we go here... Oh no, they've healed their wall. Okay. Maybe we'll get 1, 2... one of each of those. That should cover our victory, I think.
Piuitta. Sinikitax. Koatokungas.
Only obey Bloodfather.
And we'll get that, and that will call us in. I would like to finish off Skulltaker by the end of this episode, so pretty much our game plan is finish off Skulltaker, we'll retreat. I'll take a close victory. I do not know why he did that. I think it was just probably to try to cause us to take attrition. Now that I think about it, I probably should have moved out of reinforcement range of his settlement, but yeah.
Sikalsa. Kiwe. Kiku. Loklechaitaxa.
I think his game plan there was just to try to kill my feral bastardon. I think. I don't have any evidence to back that up, or just it was stop me from recruiting, but that just kind of screwed him over.
It's at the Sude. Karangani. Kiku Shili.
There.
Kantal Baru.
We've achieved our short victory, but that isn't our goal.
Sautek Kikulu.
I don't get this, bro. You're literally just throwing away your army repeatedly into a brick wall. Is his aim to, like, I don't know, stop me from taking the city? Because if so, it's failing miserably. Like, genuinely miserably. Great. Yep, that was pain. Okay. Well, for now, we're fine.
Cows!
We'll re-recruit 3 squads of them, I guess. And then I guess Saurus Warrior's shields couldn't hurt.
Qua, Kito Sotek!
I'm just gonna have to keep recruiting and wearing him down, so... Basically, game plan is reach Quietex, heal, have him meet up here, take some...
Blood Father.
Kibar Chantul. Silishar.
For now, I'm willing to chill. I can't afford to fight them and the other guys at the same time. I do not like having to do that, so... We'll end our turn pretty content. Hopefully the Skulltaker, if he does return, doesn't try to do the same thing his lord has been doing. Which is just throwing your head against a brick wall and praying it breaks.
Cleo Akbar! Skink lot!
I mean, I never imagined this guy getting to level 10, to be honest. He was more of a temporary lord we were forced to recruit, so I sort of just imagined he would die off. Okay, no, we can't take that just yet.
Visa, you bottle!
Oh well, we probably have to fully recover and get some Saurus units in our army. We'll get doing all of that, and that should cover us.
Tehenauin Sikal.
Alright.
Kosterher Alzair Hindarkaush Shilietata.
No peace, really, dude. You've repeatedly been a douche. You're getting smited whether you like it or not. I'm taking Hulotal. We have the Mask of Slanesh coming down to say hi. That might prove to be a problemo.
Hulk! Upcha Cosmos!
So we're just going to move this guy off into this direction and recruit ourselves. We might as well recruit ourselves 4 extra Saurus warriors. Get ourselves Honored Elder.
Glichardax Alzermar.
Kazitsa Bottoluskwa!
And we'll end the turn. I mean, we could have a lot worse of a experience at the moment with our guys. Oop. Well, Can't say I didn't see this coming, but yeah. Let's take a look at our map. Yeah, I can win. Right. We'll just have to play very cautiously, because obviously main problem is going to be these big monsters, because I'm going to guess those are keepers of secrets. Where do we feel like? Give us the best tactical buff. To be honest, best tactical wise, I'm thinking here, because then I can put these guys on the flanks with 2 chameleon skin, 2 of these guys like that, 2 of these guys like that. These 3 pretty much just right behind the front line. Them like that. And put one of these on each side. So yeah, let's see what their big beasties are. Let's go find those, because I am curious what is making them. Ah, fiends. I've never seen these before. Must be like chaos spawn sort of things. Well, thanks for that. Pretty much just spammed spells on one unit. Well, 2 can play the spell spam game. And there we go. That's what happens when you hit me with your spells. I hit you back. And instantly kill 200 guys. Use these guys here to do that.
Parasol. Hold your tongue.
It's a Nusa! Drop dog! Narwhal!
Pretty even so far. We've definitely lost a lot troop-wise. Actually, no, pretty deadlock even casualty-wise. So I'm gonna go with... They've probably lost more than us, but they've pretty much collapsed our line, so... It's pretty much equally as bad.
Fuck you with! Master! Shotgun! Tehenauin! Tehenauin!
Hot Martin!
Shoots! One! I Calabor! You'll die! You'll die!
I mean, there's no doubt we lost, but goddamn did we put a dent in that army. Considering 1,000 Chaos Demons isn't exactly easy to replace. That was definitely a valiant defeat, and we also destroyed a few of their units for good. I mean, losing, I think those were Exalted as well, so they just pretty much lost Exalted, trying to remember the name now. Immediately, from one spell, they were probably a bit disappointed in that. Yeah, those were Exalted Demonettes, so they just lost a decent chunk of their fighting capability.
Skink! Shinny! Quitax!
Continue the siege. Because in the game's eyes, I'm meant to lose. I don't think so. So we're just gonna quickly finish off them. Now, if we head back down to Itza, we'll be able to re-recruit this guy. And I think we won't start recruiting just yet. We've won the war we wanted to. Next episode, we will kill the mask off and keep heading north. And we've done this in under 50 turns, so we conquered about 70% of Lustria in 50 turns. I think that's pretty damn good.